For as long as I've been playing Shadow the Hedgehog, I've always craved more. Whether that be a remake or completely new content, I just really wanted more Shadow stuff in my life. I've gone on record before stating that I have a love-hate relationship with the original game, but what I failed to follow that up with was it was the PS2 version, which is the only version I could get at the time. So I had a less than stellar outlook on it, which kind of kicked up my want more for a remake. So coming off of an experience like that, I became cautiously optimistic when Sega announced Sonic X Shadow Gens, and to be honest, it was probably Game of the Year. Holy crap. Sega looked at the love people had for Shadow and the risk of his own game and went, okay, you know what? We're gonna half do it. Boom! Do you want to replay classic Shadow maps? Of course you do! Do you want the emotional damage of him speaking to Maria again? We got you. Do you want to play Sunset Heights, but actually be able to play it again? Like, for real, bam, here you go. Do you want to see Shadow get wings and fly? I cannot believe that this happened, and that it happened so well. With the gaming industry lately being a gamble, it was so refreshing of Sega to come swooping in with an absolute banger and tell you to save your coin. And that's just half the game! Sonic and Shadow Generations are separate until the ending of Sonic's side, so really if you want the chronological story, you hit up the Shadow Gen side first, but I also feel like I don't need to say that because I think everybody went with that anyways. But no matter which side you started first, you will enjoy the hell out of it. I personally have never been a big fan of the classic Sonic levels in 3D, and I think that's what held it back for me personally. It's got great levels and a nice story, but it never really gripped me per se. And although nothing has changed on Sonic's side, it was nice and refreshing to jump back into and try get the best time on some of my favourite levels. There were some minor changes in certain dialogue and Sonic no longer pushing Amy back, but it really isn't that deep, like, at all. It does not erase any of Amy's character. If anything, it shows you how much she's grown since the original Generations game and in that time period till now. Anyways, it's pretty much all I have to say on Sonic's side. I haven't fully completed it, but I know what happens, so I'm just taking my time with it. But Shadow? Oh my. Shadow's side is completely reworked from his own game. Not every level made it out in exchange for levels from other games, and I'm completely fine with that. The game takes place at the same time as Sonic's birthday party in Sonic Gens, with Shadow aboard the Ark. He's searching for anything wrong as gun soldiers had detected something strange. He finds Doom's eye and chases Black Doom until he gets pulled into a very distorted radical highway. When all that's done with, Shadow gets dragged into white space and we see the hub world for the first time. Omega is there, Orbot and Cuba, Big the Cat, and most important of all, Maria and Dr. Robotnik. As you progress through the stages, you begin to unlock new abilities, with the best looking being the wings in my opinion. You can also collect art, music, and little pages that you can view in the collector's room, which adds replayability to this incredibly replayable game. Some of the levels have boss fights with returning villains, which is an excellent surprise. You got the Bio-Lizard from Sonic Adventure 2, Black Doom of course, Metal Overlord from Sonic Heroes, and Memphis, Tennessee from Fortnite.
Welcome to Tilted Towers.
Of all the levels I have played from their original games, they're really good. They're so well refreshed, with some new mechanics and sections reworked. It's familiar, but not just a copy, which is awesome. I've not played Sonic Heroes or Sonic 06 yet, so I can't actually comment how they are compared to their original, but I loved those levels a lot. They were very good. If I had to pick my personal favourite levels though, it would be Kingdom Valley or Sunset Heights, but every level is so good that it's really hard to narrow it down. But while we're talking about it, I love Sunset Heights so much. Forces is an odd game. You never really feel in control and the plot is there, kind of. It's a great idea but not amazing execution. But one level that always had me hooked on replays was Sunset Heights. The theming and music are so good, but it suffers from the level designs that all levels do in Forces, and it just feels like you're playing on autopilot or you only have to push forwards. But in Shadow Gens, they reworked this level beautifully. It has that new yet familiar vibe that I mentioned earlier. It's refreshed nicely with new obstacles to traverse and still loads of robots to satisfyingly smash on your way. When Black Doom comes in to change things up, it takes on more of a Radical Highway look with some interesting mechanics and lots of rails to grind on. Then you get back to reality and finish the level. And this is just one example of great level refreshes. We'd probably be here all day if I spoke about them all in great detail, especially if I recap all the times that we had to go back to Radical Highway. I won't get into everything that happens though, because it's best experience being actually played and not me yapping everything out. If you want a good idea of the plot, then it's basically Shadow discovering more about himself and getting traumatized in the process. This is really the Shadow trauma simulator. So overall, this game is amazing, and if you're a fan of the original games or love Shadow so damn much, then this is absolutely worth your money and time. If you're on PlayStation, you get some extra animations, which seems cool. I don't know what they are, I haven't seen it, I'm on PC. So I can't really comment. But I think we all get the bonus Shadow episode based on the third movie with Keanu Reeves voicing him, which is, again, amazing. Sega really went all out with the year of Shadow, holy crap. Anyways, I'll be back next time with something. So until then, you can find me on Instagram, Blue Sky, or just keep refreshing my page until I upload another video someday. See ya! Oh my god, no! I should have opened this video up with the "Hey Shadow, long time no see." Oh, it was right there!